Oh my God, no way. Gloria Estefan, ¿cómo está?
Hey,
La
Naman!
Yolanda, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
I
How you doing?
I didn't think I'd find you here in this
Oh my God,
cold.
how are you? ¿Cómo
Here's
está todo?
Emilio. Oh, yeah,
Hi,
sorry.
Emilio, ¿cómo está?
He's
Would I
on
be
for
able to draw you? Draw your
absolutely.
portrait?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it right here.
Babe, don't worry. You can go ahead. Go back to your call, babe.
What's your name and what's one of your biggest dreams in life?
My name is Gloria Estefan, and one of my biggest dreams in life is to perform in a free Cuba.
Why inspired you to create Raíces after 18 years without a full Spanish album?
You know what? We wanted to revisit the Mi Tierra, but in a modern way. Mi Tierra was a concept album that really broke ground all over the world and got a lot of people to learn Spanish, believe it or not. And it's one of my favorite albums we've ever done. So Emilio had been working for a couple of years on ideas, writing, because since I was writing for a musical with my daughter, so by the time I got in to sing it, it was a part of me already because I've been listening to all the tracks. I did do one song for my grandson, but we wanted to celebrate our, our Latinidad and celebrate the Spanish side of our music was great.
How does it feel to celebrate 50 years of your music career with this project?
I can't believe it's 50 years. It's like, it feels like yesterday that we started doing this. I joined the band at 17, so I was a baby, never imagining that it would turn into this. So when I told Emilio, he goes, "Are you sure?" I go, "Yeah, baby, my first gig with you, Miami Latin Boys, was October 25th of 1975.
Wow.
I still remember the date. What a blessing to be able to make music that other people still dig, and other people's music got me through my toughest time. So it's a beautiful thing to have so many decades with the fans. They indoctrinate their babies when they have
Oh,
them
yeah,
down.
yeah, of course.
Play on my music. It's awesome.
So how does it feel working so closely with your husband, Emilio, again?
You know what? It's great. He always makes things so easy. There's never a moment where he says, "Oh no, it's got to be this way." He really is a generous man, and everybody that he's produced gets spoiled because he just makes it happen in the way that you want and is constantly working.
Why was it so important for you to use live instruments throughout Raíces?
There is just nothing like being in a room with actual musicians vibing together and playing their instruments. There is an energy that can only be created with a musician and his instrument. And I wanted that energy. I wanted that live energy, especially when it comes to salsa and tropical music. You need those horns, you need the percussion, and I want it to be people that really play. And we've got top of the line musicians on this record. It's exciting for me.
So how do you hope this album connects with the new generation?
I think young people could really, benefit from hearing live musicians, live music that comes from the heart, that was written with love and celebration. And urban music's great, everything that's happening is great, but my bag has always been live and organic.
What makes this project feel different from your past albums?
The past albums I've usually written a lot, and it takes time to produce and get into the studio. So the fact that Emilio had been working on this for 2 years, and I knew the songs very, very well by the time I got into the studio. And that brings a whole new flavor to the thing. And then, of course, that song that I wrote for my grandson that's on there that I had to literally stop and come back the next day because I was so emotional. It's just been really special that the music was embedded in me when I went to sing it.
How did it feel to celebrate 40 years of Gonga and to see it go into the Grammy Hall of Fame?
It's so awesome because at the beginning, we had to convince a lot of people to let us, put that out as a single. It came from this medley of Cuban congas that we used to play at the end of our gigs, because early on, we played weddings, bar mitzvahs, quinces, and at the end of the night, we would play this medley of old Cuban congas, Emilio and his accordion, and we were in Utrecht, Holland, promoting Dr. Beat, and we played those Cuban congas because we ran out of material, and Emilio says, "Let's play that." I go, "Okay, why not?" And then we wrote it on the plane going from Holland to England.
Yeah.
With my drummer, and it took a lot of convincing. They kept telling us, "No, you're too Latin for the Americans, you're too American for the Latins, it's not gonna work." And then one of our promoters, he had a friend in St. Louis,
Yeah.
and he said, "I'm gonna go call Paul a favor because I know the minute people hear it, it's gonna go crazy." And that's exactly what happened. They played the song once on a St. Louis radio station, and the phones went insane. It just took off, and then within a year, it's the first song that ever crossed 4 formats. It was on Latin, on dance, on pop, and on R&B. That had never happened. I still love performing it, and I tell this to all the young artists, whatever it is you make, you better love it, because if you succeed, you're gonna be doing it the rest of your life.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
exactly what happens.
Right.
I still love it.
So what's next for you?
What's next? Okay, I got a movie coming out in September, Gabby's Dollhouse, and it's both live action and animation. And I play her grandma who made her this magical dollhouse. It was so cool because I got to drive this van, this VW van from the 70s, and they thought I was gonna need a driver. I go, no, I drive stick, and it was a blast. We shot it in Vancouver in this last summer, and it was so beautiful.
What message do you think the world needs to hear right now?
We need so much love in this world. We need to remember who we are. We are connected. Whatever we do to anyone is what's going to happen to us. No one lives this life alone. I think we need to treat people like we want to be treated. It's a golden rule. I just think we need to stay strong and firm in sharing that kind of love. For musicians and for artists, continue to make your art. Continue to put things out that inspire people. You know, working on this show, Basura, with my daughter has been a blessing because it shows the human spirit that even in the darkest places and beauty can come from that. And we need to find it and make it happen.
All right, Gloria, Estefan, thank you so much for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
Oh my Lord.
Thank you
That
you
is
so much.
awesome.
I'm so happy you like
Wow.
it.
Wow, wow, wow. I love it.
Thank you. Muchas
Thank
gracias.
you.
Muchas gracias.
Qué
Thank
honor,
you.
qué
Thank you. Qué honor.
placer.
Muchas
Thank you,
gracias.
baby.
Thank you. I can't wait to listen to Raíces.
I love this. Oh,
Like-
I can't wait for you to hear it.
Te veo.
Oh, I'm gonna
Cuídate,
frame
Gloria.
this.
Keep smiling.